While smiling on the red carpet, alarms were going off inside me. With every flash, I remembered that night. Fame came, but trauma didn't leave. I had to learn to live with both. I'm Lady Gaga, or my real name, Stefani Germanotta. Today I'm going to tell you a story I've never shared. What happened to me at 19 and its impact on my career, mind, and soul. Chapter 1: Innocent Beginnings at NYU. It was 2005, I was studying music at NYU. I was a normal college girl, Stefani Germanotta, daughter of an Italian-American family from Yonkers. I was making music, of course, playing at small bars. But Lady Gaga didn't exist yet. Just a girl who played piano, sang, and dreamed. I was very innocent then. I thought the world was a beautiful place. I thought people were basically good. A producer said he wanted to work with me when I was 20. "You're very talented, Stefani," he said. "I can make you a star." I was so excited. Finally, my opportunity had come. Chapter 2: That night's beginning. The night I went to the studio, everything started normally. He listened to my songs, liked them. "You have a great voice," he said. "Let's have some wine," he said. This is how the industry works. Relax. I didn't drink much back then. But thinking it was industry business, I accepted. Then he said, "Let's try other things too." He took out drugs. "I don't use," I said. "How are you going to become a musician? All the great artists use." There was peer pressure. And I was young, naive, impressionable. Chapter 3: Losing Control. I don't want to tell the details. Because people who've experienced trauma understand anyway, and I don't have to explain to those who haven't. But I can say this: I said no. I said no several times. But it wasn't heard. When I woke up in the morning, I knew something was very wrong. But I didn't know what to do. "This should stay between us," that man said. "It won't be good for your career." Chapter 4: The Weight of Silence. 4 months after that day, I couldn't talk to anyone. I couldn't tell my family because I didn't want to hurt them. "Stefani, you've become very quiet," my mom would say. "I'm tired," I'd say. "School is hard." But school wasn't hard. I was struggling. I stopped making music. I stopped playing piano. My soul died that night. I also left NYU. Because nothing seemed meaningful anymore. Chapter 5: Return Through Music. About a year later, I started playing piano again. But this time it was different. I started pouring my pain into music. I was writing very dark songs. Very painful songs. "These songs are too heavy," a friend said. "I'm heavy too," I said. For the first time I was finding my own voice. Not Stefani's voice, but the voice of the pain inside me. Chapter 6: The Birth of Lady Gaga. In 2007 I decided, I can't live as Stefani Germanotta. It hurts too much. I created the Lady Gaga character. This character was strong, brave, didn't care about anyone. "Why Lady Gaga?" they'd ask. Because no one could hurt Lady Gaga. They had hurt Stefani, but they couldn't hurt Gaga. In my first performances, when I went on stage. Chapter 7: Fame and Flashbacks. When Just Dance became a hit, my life changed. But trauma didn't change. At red carpet events, photographers would shout, "Lady Gaga." With every flash, I remembered that night. I remembered the lights in that studio. "Smile," they'd say. I'd smile, but alarms were going off inside me. Paparazzi followed me. And I was already experiencing the fear of being followed from that incident. Chapter 8: First Panic Attacks. During the poker face period, I had my first major panic attack. During an interview. The reporter had asked Lady Gaga, "What does fame feel like?" Suddenly I couldn't breathe. I started sweating. "Excuse me," I said and ran to the bathroom. "Is everything okay?" my manager asked. Yes, just tired. I wasn't tired. I was experiencing trauma but didn't know what to call it. Chapter 9: Escaping with Drugs and Alcohol. As fame increased, my coping mechanisms changed too. I started drinking alcohol. A lot. Lady Gaga partying, the media would write. I wasn't partying. I was trying to suppress my pain. Then drugs started. At first, just before performances. I thought it was relaxing. But it wasn't relaxing. It just made me forget temporarily. Chapter 10: Born This Way and Internal Contradiction. In 2011, I wrote Born This Way. About self-love, acceptance. But the ironic thing was, I didn't love myself. I didn't accept myself. I was singing Baby You Were Born This Way, but I was at war with my own inside. I was giving strength to millions of people, but I was powerless. Is this contradiction normal? I asked myself. Chapter 11: First Therapy Experience. In 2012, I went to therapy for the first time. Because I couldn't stand it anymore. I'm Lady Gaga, I told the therapist. I'm Dr. Martinez. Here you're Stefani. That sentence really stuck in my head. Here you're Stefani. How does Stefani feel? She asked. For the first time in years, I thought about how Stefani felt. And I realized she was in a lot of pain. Chapter 12: PTSD Diagnosis. After a few sessions, Dr. Martinez said, Stefani, you're experiencing PTSD. What's PTSD? Post-traumatic stress disorder. But I wasn't in war. PTSD doesn't just happen in war. Sexual assault can also cause PTSD. For the Chapter 13: Healing Journey. My treatment process wasn't easy. Because I had to continue working at the same time. I was in therapy while making the Art Pop album. That's why that album is so dark. You've changed so much, a fan said. I was changing. Because I was trying to heal. I did EMDR therapy, joined group therapy. I tried everything. Chapter 14: Family Reaction. I decided to tell my family the truth. I was very scared. Mom, something happened to me years ago. What happened, baby? I told her. My mom cried. My dad got angry. Why didn't you tell us? My mom said. I was ashamed. You were a victim. There's nothing to be ashamed of. It was the first time I heard the word victim. But it felt right. Chapter 15: Till It Happens to You. In 2015, I wrote Till It Happens to You. For the first time, I was writing a song from my own experience. This is very personal, my producer said. That's how it should be. While writing that song, I cried. For the first time, I was turning my pain into power. While singing that song for the documentary, there were survivors there. They were all crying. So was I. Chapter 16: Oscar and Public Speech. When I performed that song at the Oscar ceremony, the whole world was watching. If you are also an assault survivor, I said into the microphone, I want you to know, you are not alone. After that night, I received thousands of messages from survivors. You became my voice, they said. For the first time, I felt my trauma had a positive impact. Chapter 17: Becoming an Advocate. We founded the Born This Way Foundation. For mental health awareness. Why did you choose these topics? They'd ask. Because I knew there were millions of Stefanis out there. Silent, alone, ashamed. Speaking out could give them strength. Chapter 18: A Star is Born and New Chapter. While making A Star is Born with Bradley Cooper, I decided to be authentic for the first time. Ally in this movie isn't Lady Gaga. Be yourself, Bradley said. Who am I? You're Stefani. While preparing for that role, I rediscovered Stefani. And Stefani was strong. Chapter 19: Today's Gaga. Now I'm 37. I still see a therapist. because healing is an ongoing process. Are you healed? They ask. Healing isn't linear, I say. Some days are hard. But now my coping mechanisms are healthier. Music, therapy, exercise, meditation. Chapter 20, Message to Survivors. If there are sexual assault survivors listening to this, I want you to know. This was not your fault. Never. Speak when you're ready to speak. No one can force you. Healing is possible. It takes time, but it's possible. And you are strong. Even if you don't know it, you are strong. Ending. While smiling on the red carpet, alarms were going off inside me. With every flash, I remembered that night. Fame came, but trauma didn't leave. But now I've learned to live with both. Trauma doesn't define me. I define trauma. This is my story. Lady Gaga's, but most importantly Stefani Germanotta's story. A woman who survived, healed, and gives hope to others. Pause up, little monsters. You are survivors too.